I go by the Ruby Kid for reasons I'm happy to explain to you at a later date. That's my DJ Dan Angel. This song is about a novel by Marcel Proust that I've never read, and it sounds exactly like this. This is for my killers and my $100 billers, for emo kids who got too many feelings. This is for my killers and my $100 billers, for indie scene kids looking for dreams to believe in. This is for my killers and my $100 billers, working class kids with their fist to the ceiling. This is for my killers and my $100 billers, and I don't even know what that phrase means. The industrial North Midlands is a desolate place in winter. I'm of the wrong faith to be a saint, but it's just hell to be a sinner. Murder ballads and protest songs make the nights go quicker, but the nights are very long, and I ain't much of a singer. Dylan Thomas and Thomas Hardy are fine and dandy, and it's true with their rural gothic's not much use to you if the rent money's overdue. I don't care for bits of air that form when what I've written's gone, because that's juxtaposed and wrong, like these jazz beats I'm spitting on. Bruce departs youth, searches for times lost. I spent that time working out what fares on the blue line cost. Nothing gained, nothing lost, but nothing stays the same, even undetectable or strange. Nothing escapes the change. It's not because I wake your mother that I won't sing love songs, it's because love songs sound about as sweet to me as fuss bombs, and in some ways everything I say is a lament for a time before I knew what debt was and what working for a wage meant. Silver daggers blunt like my will to earn wealth, and if you miss the references, consult Joan Baez's younger self. Call me obtuse if you like, that ain't my purpose. I just don't feel much in common with the other clowns in the circus. If my mind runs dry of clever lines, never mind, give me cheap wine. Sunset on the River Trent anytime. Someone asked if I was homesick, I didn't listen. Robin Hood was actually from Yorkshire, so that really don't make a difference. Yeah, that lacks influence, and with everything being equal, I think JP was right about the hellish nature of other people. Before we get hung up on that though, pass the channel clicker and we'll settle down for an evening of Hollyoaks and hard liquor. The weekends pass quickly, wages pass quicker, and a life less sincere than notions that I wasn't gonna miss her. I projected those landscapes onto a sprawl along the bus route, asked the first girl I met to dance with me, and thought I heard her say, I'd love to. So let's get one thing clear. Nostalgia's what happens when you don't do shit for years. One thing clear, nothing's just as it appears. Nostalgia's what happens when you don't do shit for years. So let's get one thing clear.
Nostalgia is what happens when you don't do shit for years.
One thing clear, nothing's just as it appears, and nostalgia's what happens. Yo. Alright, I'm a union man, and you can slate me, but even for all the good it's done me lately, baby, I still am, and frankly I'm kinda proud of that fact. So in between meetings I don't do much except shorten my attention span. If you're still around when the deal goes down, we'll meet up, drink some stuff, and list some things to think about. And having arrived at some meaningful conclusions about the world, we can retreat to mindless chatter about football, beer, and girls. If it keeps on raining, the levee's gonna break. If it stops for 2 seconds, think of the plans we're gonna make, and if it ain't too late, the bright regions of the rising day are less appealing from where I'm seated. It don't seem bright so much as grey. When your alarm beeps, that's a wake-up call from the rich. I prefer to be back asleep with my hand glued to the snooze switch, and honey, it's fine. You go your way, I'll go mine, and we'll have everything we ever wanted except for money and free time. Couldn't buy that Madeleine cake on my estate, so I sought my rushes elsewhere, being disinclined to bake. And when the dawn breaks, oh wait, I think I did that one already. Apologies and that, it's just that my memory's unsteady. Caught up in a rat race but can't practice past the snail's pace. Open a door in one place and 6 more slam in my face. Do me a favour, Alex said, and break my nose. My nose was already broke, so it hurt less than I supposed. And these days, it gets harder and harder to keep track. Every New Year's Eve resembles every single other one I've ever had. Pop the champagne and drink a toast to your ambition. To me, you kinda look like you're frozen posed in the same position. A strong dark spirit makes the night seem fast. I was happy in the haze of a drunken hour. That was never gonna last. After that, who knows if I'm miserable or not. I'm just chasing my tail in search of times lost. So let's get one thing clear.
Nostalgia is what happens when you don't do shit for years.
One thing clear, nothing's just as it appears. Nostalgia's what happens when you don't do shit for years. So let's get one thing clear. Nostalgia's what happens when you don't do shit for years. One thing clear, nothing's just as it appears. Nostalgia's what happens when you don't do shit for years. Thank you.